Friends, Malika here from Malika Semper Astrology, and we have a really big weekend coming up. Um, it'll be exact on Sunday, September 7th, but it is the full moon total lunar eclipse happening this weekend, and we can feel this building. Usually with full moons, you can feel them about a week as they're approaching, but when it also becomes an eclipse, you can feel it a little bit earlier, up to 2 weeks approaching. So this particular full moon is going to be in Pisces. It's going to be at 15 degrees of Pisces. So super important for you guys to look into your own chart and find where 15 degrees of Pisces lands. What house does it land in? The houses become areas of life, right? So whatever house 15 degrees of Pisces lands in for you, that is the area of your life that's going to get affected by this very full moon total lunar eclipse this weekend on Sunday. So looking at that, and then also, do you have any planets at 15 degrees of Pisces-ish, give or take a few degrees? If you have any planets in Pisces, especially, Virgo, Gemini, Sagittarius, all within, I'm going to give it a 5-degree orb of 15 degrees. This full moon and this total lunar eclipse is really going to affect you. You're really going to feel it. So let's talk about it. So this is in Pisces, right? And so a lunar eclipse comes in and a full moon combined. It just feels like a full moon, like an extreme full moon, like a full moon on steroids. Everything feels heightened because she's already in Pisces, and Pisces is one of our most sensitive signs, one of the signs that is most in tune with the emotional realm, the feeling body, sensitivities, vulnerabilities. Those things get heightened here now. Pisces is also the last sign of the zodiac, and therefore there are big lessons around completion. If you think about the zodiac wheel, we start at the first sign of Aries and we make our way all the way around until we hit the last sign of Pisces. So you can think about Pisces also as a completion of a cycle, a completion of a circle, the zodiac wheel. And you know, Pisces has picked up a little bit of wisdom from all the signs because she has evolved through all the signs and come to the end, right? So I look at Pisces as one of the spiritually wisest signs that we have. They carry so much spiritual wisdom, and they also tend to be quite closely in tune with the world that we cannot see. So, spirituality, yes, but also, you know, people that have passed, our ancestors, the spirit realm, our angels, our guides, our dream world, those things that you can't grab a hold and touch tangibly. Pisces really swims well in that world. And so all of what I'm speaking to is now taking on the tone of this weekend with this eclipse. This is the first eclipse, and then in about 2 weeks, we'll have a second eclipse. So what this means is we have entered the eclipse portal. I want you to pay attention what is coming up for you this weekend or this week. It's chapter one of your eclipse story. And then in 2 weeks, when the next eclipse happens, it's chapter two of your eclipse story, right? And so we build upon this thing that really wants to come in and be awakened within your life, within your world. When eclipse happen, there is an accelerated, sped up, the soul is leveling up. We are not taking our time. We are not pondering and thinking about it. You know, things coming quickly and suddenly for our soul's evolution and for our growth. Because it's a full moon and full moons are about letting go, because it's Pisces and Pisces is about endings. This could be something coming in for you and having reached a completion of sorts within this thing. Look to the house because it usually has themes around that particular house. Does it hit an angle? The ascendant, the descendant, the midheaven, or the IC at the bottom of the chart? It will pull from those themes as well. So the energy is heightened, emotions are heightened. Those of us that are quite sensitive to the energies moving around us, like, you know, a lot of self-care, a lot of self-care, a lot of grounding. I'm going to emphasize the self-care piece. It's so important to do your self-care. Drink lots of water. The full moon is in a water sign, so water becomes like our medicine. So drinking lots of water, being around water, really honoring and being in reverence to our emotions and our sensitivities. Um, Eating those really grounding foods as well to keep ourselves grounded through this full moon and eclipse energy. Self-care, 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 so that we could be curious and open to the shifts and changes coming in, remember, in a very sped up way, that really want to happen. So, enjoy this full moon eclipse. Remember, Pisces, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius are going to be the ones that feel this the very most. So, if you have strong placements within those four mutable signs in your chart, buckle up. There's swift changes, all for the betterment of you, all to bring you in more true alignment with your soul's path. Okay, you guys, thanks for watching, and I'll be back next week.